Science is the study of a subject. Science is a process gathering knowledge or information and organizing it. The word science comes from the Latin scientia, which means to gain knowledge or information. And like any other process of obtaining information, science begins with experience and then derive facts and rules from it. Basically, all science aims to understand the world around us. There are three main components in every scientific activity, which are elaboration, finding uniformity, and formation of the theory and law. Technology can be defined as the application of the scientific knowledge that can provide benefits and solutions to problems faced by humans in everyday life. In the field of technology and engineering, generally, something new is considered better than the old. For example, the Pentium 4 microprocessor is considered more faster than the Pentium 3 microprocessor and earlier. Therefore, technology is a human invention to solve a problem based on facts and scientific studies. Therefore, the two are interrelated with each other because it requires input from both parties. My name is Nur Azrin bin Bahadur alias Muhammad Nur. Today I would like to present about human resource development and its issues in the field of science and technology in Malaysia. Look at the issue number 1, the slow development of science and technology in Malaysia. After Malaya achieved independence, training opportunities opened up more widely when officers of the Malay Administrative Service (MAS) were given the opportunity to enter the Malayan Civil Service (MCS). The emphasis of training at that time was more focused on meeting political needs than management needs. The training strategy became more organized when the Administrative Development Unit in the Prime Minister's Department issued a study report on manpower requirements in 1969, which suggested the establishment of a truly development-oriented institution to provide management training to officials at all levels of administration in all government agencies. As a result, the National Public Administration Institute, INTAN, National Public Administration Institute, was established in September 1972 to play a role as an effective training institute in management and administration for national development. The core of human resource development in Malaysia emphasized increasing the supply of science and technology manpower in line with the rapid development of new science and technology. Issues number 2, teachers are poorly trained and the method of delivery to students is boring at the school level. Teachers who teach science subjects such as science in general, physics, chemistry or biology need to be screened and selected among recognized science graduates. They have knowledge and experience in their respective fields of science where, even at the level they are studying, they need to be creative to understand the science subject they are studying, memorize and apply formulas and conduct experiments. Therefore, they also need to be creative to teach or convey science knowledge to students so that students can easily understand quickly and not get bored. At the same time, can attract students to enter the field of science and technology. Issues number 3, policy for students who continue their studies abroad. Students who are sent abroad to continue their studies in the field of science and technology, in particular and other fields, generally need to be bound by an agreement so that when they finish their studies, the skills they have acquired need to be brought back to the country. In other words, they are not allowed to continue working in the country they completed their studies, and for those who fail to do so, action must be taken. And issue number 4, financial constraints and allocation for science and technology development. As we already know, science and technology is a branch of science and knowledge of high value. Every technology innovation carried out requires high capital. Starting from primary and secondary school education, students need to be exposed to the real world of science in order to attract students' interest in learning science, as well as clear presentation from teachers based on experimental findings. Therefore, every piece of requirement in every school needs to be complete and sophisticated with the passage of time. Therefore, the school, the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Finance need to work together in this matter to improve the quality of science in schools and to be able to produce science-savvy school graduates. Just like studies at the higher education level, educational institution needs to provide tools, equipment and high expertise for students to be able to study the field of science and technology effectively. For me, theory alone is not capable of producing good graduates in the field of science and technology, because students only understand the theory and memorize it. They will not be more creative while at work because their knowledge is limited. Compared to practical, students will easily understand each concept in their respective lessons and be able to apply theory and practice simultaneously in the real workplace later. And the last issue is technology transfer activities are less effective. A lot of modern technology is imported from foreign countries. When a new technology is brought in, we need experts from that technology to come to our country to teach local about the technology. Our local need to be taught the ins and outs of using technology, how to operate the technology, how to maintain and repair it, and the necessary spare parts and so on. Of course, it costs a lot. Therefore, the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, mostly the Malaysian Academy of Science and others involved, need to play an important role so that modern technology can be developed by Malaysians on a par with other developed countries and find a way to collaborate with various local universities to generate energy experts in the field of science, technology and innovation. For the conclusion, the seriousness and initiative displayed by various parties, including governments, people and universities in creating training programs for employees and society at large, demonstrate a deep interest and commitment that satisfies the tenets of the theory of human resource development, which emphasize the significance of a favorable environment and framework in the development of human resources in the science and technologies. The government's attempts to enhance the standard of scientific and technological progress in Malaysia should center on this issue. That's all for me today. Thank you very much for watching.